Hello guys, for today's video I'll be talking to you concerning some of the top 5 future locations in the FCT. These are locations I consider very important for people who have a fundamental analysis of the fact that they have missed out on some of the locations in the phase 1, 2 and 3 of the Abuja's master plan. And so basically what I'm trying to say is that people who have missed out on locations 10, 15, 20 years ago and are wondering and are sincerely curious as to which locations they should actually be investing into, so that in the next 10, 5, 15 years, they will not be in that kind of situation their parents were in, where they wish, oh, had I known, had my parents invested in these locations, blah, 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 and stuff like this. And so this is the reason why I'm making this video today. And I'll be going very slowly because we also have different videos concerning some of these specific locations. So I will not be going in-depthly. And then if you want an in-depth analysis of the locations, do also check out my other videos or reach out to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen. That's very important. Reach out. You can reach out on WhatsApp so we have a better conversation. Or to check out the description, you see my other social media handles and also my WhatsApp number. So that's very important. So let's get ahead with what we're here today. Number 1 on my list is Airport Road. Airport Road is magnificent, not just because it is Airport Road, not just because it leads you to the airport, but because of the fact that there are so many landmarks, there are so many projects being worked upon along this axis, and also the fact that there are also very important districts along Airport Road, like what we have here, which is Kiami. Kiami is a district beside Airport Road. Also Idu, the Idu train station is an important metric to actually consider, and another location which is Gosa that people don't tend to look out for. And then when you look at some of the major amenities and the major projects they're working on, you see that the Centenary City is a project that they're currently working on in Airport Road. Centenary City, so just put that in mind. Centenary City, an $18 billion city. That is the entire budget for this city. And then when you look at the Abuja City Walk, also a very important location, the Abuja City Walk, AWC. It's also important to know that the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, is the chairman of the body that is in charge of making the Abuja City Walk a reality. Basically, is the chairman in charge of bringing it into reality. That's why I consider Airport Road a very great pick when it comes to making sure you own a piece of it. It's not just about the location, it's about owning a piece of a future location. That's very important for me. And I really hope it's important for you. So yeah, that's it. Centenary City, the Abuja City Walk. I've done a video of Airport Road, and that's why I'm not going in-depthly into Airport Road. So do all to reach out to the numbers on your screen or check out other videos, and then you have a very fundamental understanding. So number 2 on my list is Apo. Apo is beautiful, not just because of Apo, it's because of the districts under Apo, like Apo Wasa, Apo Waru, Apo Buru, Apo Duse, Kabusa, and neighboring locations like Jaite. That's also very important. You see how close it is to the Apo Karshi Expressway. That is the name of the road, the Apo Karshi Expressway. And then you hear videos of people saying Apo Expressway. No, it's actually an expressway that leads you from Apo to Karshi in 25-30 minutes. It's major. It's a major metric towards looking at how good of a location Apo is. And then when you look at the African Medical Center, this is actually a very big hospital that the government is working on in collaborations with other private institutions. And then when you look at some of these metrics I've listed, you can just see how good of a location Apo is. Apo Buru, Apo Waru, and Apo Wasa. Apo Wasa is actually close to Apo Mechanic. If you are very familiar with Abuja, you understand some of the things, some of the gravity of the things I'm actually saying. And so when you look at this kind of locations, Buru is a versatile location because it shares boundaries with Waru, and Waru also shares boundaries with Wasa. And when you consider these 3 locations, you just see how beautiful they are. Not because of how aesthetically pleasing it is, but because of how important you understand that, oh, these locations are really the future of Abuja. Do say a fantastic location. Apo is important because it's actually close to the likes of Asokoro, Guzape, and Garki. And we're talking about central parts of Abuja here. Guzape, which is actually in the phase 1 of the Abuja's master plan. Asokoro, and like I said, Garki. I mean, from places like area 1 to 11, but most closer to area 11 and area 10. So that's also very important to note. And number 3 on my list is Karsana. Karsana is beautiful because of the fact that it's just opposite Gwarinpa. So some parts of Gwarinpa have actually been extended to Karsana, and then you have places like Gwarinpa Extension, which shares close borders with Karsana. And one of the reasons why Karsana is as good as it is because of the renewed hope and the road construction that will lead you from Karsana to Jahi. So that's very important. Like I said, it shares borders with Guarimpa. You see places in the Abuja having A4 extensions. A4 extensions are extensions from certain parts of the primary locations, like we see in Maitama, Maitama 2, or like we see in Asokoro and Asokoro extension. So this is why I actually say some certain things I say. And so you have a fundamental understanding of some of the things you're actually putting your money in. Like I said, I won't be going in depthly into some of these locations because I've done videos in depthly on just locations. And yeah, do well to check out my other videos or reach out to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen right now so that we can have a comprehensive analysis of projects. And so Karsana is an important location. The renewed hope is an important metric to consider. Road infrastructure that will lead you from Jahi to Karsana, and honestly, Karsana is a wonderful location I think nobody should miss out on. In fact, these three locations I've mentioned, please, you cannot afford to miss out on it if you have the funds for it. And so number four on my list is Maitama 2. I don't even need to make emphasis on the kind of location Maitama is, but then now imagine having an extension of the full package. It's like the government saying, oh my God, you've missed out, right? And then they're offering you another chance, another opportunity, which is Maitama 2. It's very hard to mention Maitama 2 without mentioning Pape. Pape is actually another district in Maitama. And people actually make that kind of comparison a lot when you mention Maitama 2 because it actually shares boundaries with the likes of Pape. And so that's something you actually need to consider. Making an extension of Maitama is going to attract a lot of investors because of the name Maitama alone. I'm also hoping it attracts you. I'm also hoping you have an understanding of some of these locations I'm just putting in and how significant it weighs on you as an investor. I feel it's important for you because it's the future. The future locations of Abuja is what we're talking about. Future locations. And number five on my list is Karshi. Karshi is honestly a fantastic location because of the Apo Karshi Expressway. The Apo Karshi Expressway is a 10-lane expressway that will connect Apo to Karshi in 25 to 30 minutes. And I mean that what it truly is. I completely mean that. And then you have another road that most people don't talk about, which is the Abuja Kefi Expressway. The Abuja Kefi Expressway is a road that also links you to Karshi in a way. Because when you are driving from Asokoro, it can actually lead you to the Abuja Kefe Expressway when you're just going down from Karu Kubo to Yanya, and then you make the diversion into the Yanya Karshi Road. So that road also leads you to Abuja Kefe Expressway. There's a 72-meter highway bridge, a flyover that is currently being constructed by the federal government. And why this road is important because there is a lot of congestion along this axis. Because at the moment, there are some people that are still passing through this route to get to Karshi, Kurudu, and Jikoi. And so that's why it's very important to know that this is also an important location because when that 17-meter highway is completed, when the flyover is completed, a lot of congestion will be eased around that axis. And also because of the fact that the Apo Karshi Expressway also intends to ease traffic along the Abuja Kefe Expressway. A lot of commuters walk around Jikoi, Kurudu, and Karshi, and even the likes of Yanya, Kubo, and Karo. And so this is the essence. This is why the government is actually doing what they are doing. You need to understand the fact that it's important to put your money where the government are putting their money. Government embarking on a particular road or landmark or infrastructure project, put your money there. That's an important metric you really need to consider. The Apo Karshi Expressway and the Abuja Kefe Expressway, a 10-lane expressway that is currently being worked on here, and this 72-meter flyover that the federal government is currently working on at the Abuja Kefi Expressway. I've done a complete video concerning Karshi and some fantastic opportunities we have here. If you're interested, you want to reach out to the number shown on your screen right now, or check the comment section, or reach out through the description, and it will lead you right to my WhatsApp, and then we have a very good conversation around this project. And if you also want more information about some of these locations, you have to check my videos concerning some of these locations, and you'll find out that I have comprehensive videos concerning some of these locations in Abuja. And so yeah, this is actually my video on the top 5 future locations in the city. My name is Boluwatife Are. You want to reach out to the numbers on your screen so we can have the conversation. That's the entire point of everything we're doing, so that we can see the right real estate projects that suits you. I remain the CEO of Abuja Real Estate, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.